Hey, this is John from Homestead Evolution. We are going to be part of the Homesteaders of America garden tour. So definitely check the playlist down, check back. You're going to see a lot of different people and how they garden all over the United States. So this is how we garden, and I'm going to give you a little tour, tell you how we garden here on our little homestead. Cleaning out compost spinners we had years and years ago. We had chickens, last time we had chickens was probably 2015. And I've been meaning to get this out. I've just been spinning it, and breaking down pretty good. So I need to move this. So I might as well use the compost that's here. It's nice. It's a little windy today. It's pretty. It's not raining. Tomorrow's supposed to rain though. So we're working. We're going to take you to the garden and tell you about how we do gardening here. With that being said, I may speak up a little louder than normal because it is really windy and I live on a very busy road. So even though with the dead cat, you may not be able to hear me, so I'm going to speak up. So let me finish this up and we'll go to the garden. So we do two methods here. We do raised beds and a back to Eden garden. We started out with a back to Eden garden, which is this small plot over here. We laid down cardboard, compost, and wood chips, and we have just been progressively laying compost and wood chips year after year. It's a no-till method. We like that. And I'm gonna go over here and show you why I like it so much. Pretty soft right now. It's gonna be hard to see because it's really bright out, it's really windy. So just barely get down, and it holds moisture. It's warm out here today. It's probably in the 80s. The wind is blowing and the ground is just soft. But right here I have a lot of baby worms. So now we compost here on our homestead, but it's just soft and black. Now, it's holding moisture, which is good for when it doesn't rain, but it just goes down and down and down, and it's just, as the wood chips and the compost decomposed. The other thing I like about that is I don't water my garden. Mother Nature waters my garden. And the other thing I like about it is weeds just pull up. I don't get as many weeds. They just don't seem to take hold. So what I do is I'm just digging down with my hands. It snapped off the bottom, but normally the whole root comes out. Let's pitch it to the side. There again, more worms. Worms makes it healthy. A lot of worm castings in here. All right, another method we have is raised beds. Now we added this last year. Now this is a little shorter than what most people do, but I had extra wood left on the property. So I used what I had, but what I did is I left enough room to add another board. So right now we're growing peas in the back along the trellis. We have different variety of peas on both sides of the trellis. And the dogs. We got some cauliflower. So we have cabbage here growing. Cauliflower, cabbage. We missed harvesting last year some onions, so you'll see big onions still planted. We'll leave them in here this year. Have some spinach. starting to come up. And then we have some kale, a couple rows of kale growing here. Going pretty good. Then you'll see some radishes, which we've got to thin out. We've been coming down here and heating on them to thin them out. Just the greens. Like I said, you'll see some onions. And this is about where we stopped on this side. Like I said, peas are all along the trellis. Peas, like I said, more onions. We love onions. Lettuces. Got some random, different random lettuces in. So down through here, it looks like it was a little dry. It's still wet. There's more worms. We cover them back up. So lettuces. What else we got? Some romaine lettuce, some iceberg lettuce. So right now we have that. In the small greenhouse, we have some tomatoes going. And this was a barter. How we obtained this. I put it here this year because of the high winds we have. So right now we have tomatoes going.
It's
a lot of tomato seeds. We got some tomato plants going.
Eggplant back there in the back.
Yep.
Now these were just transplanted into here yesterday.
Yes, they were on a paper towel in a plastic bag on our window in the kitchen, taped to the window. Then of course we have wild mint still growing, but from years past. We have mint down here and it comes back every year, which is awesome. We have mint, lemon balm. Every now and then oregano will come back. So that's where we're at with the garden.
Can we talk about the potatoes?
Yes, potatoes. Let's talk about potatoes. So I made a box, put some compost in it, and this is the leftover compost from the turners for the chicken. And I'm going to take potatoes that have started growing eyes. So potatoes that are growing eyes. Now if I cut it, I'm going to have to let it dry. But I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to put it right in the soil and let it go. Put it here.
And just cover it up with this.
So let me put these in here. If they take, we got potatoes. If not, it's okay. We're trying something. So I'm just making a circle. The eyes are falling off.
The one thing he didn't tell you about this box that today, he does in the other video that I'm still editing, by the way. I'm a little behind on edits. This front section here will lift right off when you go to harvest these potatoes.
Just being held on by screws, 4 screws.
And the reason that we did not fill this up with soil is as the potato grows, you want to do what's called hilling it. If it was in the ground, you would hill it. Since it's in here, we'll just keep covering the base of the plant as it grows, and it will keep producing potatoes off those side shoots of the stalk. So the deeper you can get your potatoes,
the better the yield.
The better the yield will be.
So there's just a little bit of compost on it.
Yep.
And if you all find this area familiar, one year we did put down compost, cardboard compost, and laid the potatoes down and just covered it with straw all the way down. Now, we got some good potatoes out of it. It did produce. It did not produce a lot. Not as much as I wanted, but the ground is still soft. And the lighting's gonna be rough here, but right here, the ground is still soft. I mean, it is just, okay? So, what I'm doing with this box when it comes time to harvest, all this soil is going to be left right here for the following year. Now, like any homestead, there's always issues, there's always going to be hiccups. Our hiccup, the mower broke and the weed eater broke. So, as you can tell, in the next videos, this will be all trimmed and taken care of. But it's a little rough right now. So, we're going to go pick those two items up and add them to our homestead. We just keep going. But hope this is encouraging to you that you can do this on a small footprint. We are in Virginia, so right now it's getting down probably in the 50s, low 50s in the evenings still. So I think we're pretty good. Around here, most people put into the ground on Mother's Day is when most people start hitting their gardens hard and heavy and putting stuff in the ground. But we have a lot more to put into the ground. So definitely come back, check up with us, get another update on how we're doing and what's going on. Definitely check out everybody else's channel because you're gonna learn a lot. And you're gonna see how everybody grows vegetables. We all do it a little differently. Outcome's still the same. You still produce food. And that's the name of the game. Hope this helps. Y'all take care.